and just ran him down.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence steps away to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On third down, Lawrence. He's got his man. That's Hardman. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, saying, hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Nice job defensively to hold them to 4, and now it's second and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5. On second down, Love. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Bryce Love hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And touchdown! Stephon Diggs. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone.
First down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. Now Brown to throw on third down. Forced out to his left. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Here's Brown. Throwing to start the drive. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for up. And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And man, Charles, talking about singing something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Monarchs 14.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Fielded at the 43. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Brown. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
To throw on third down, Brown. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said,
the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown! Bryce Love with his second touchdown here in this first half. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at his 4. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
A pretty nice gain there on the run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the agile move. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Brown. Being chased out left. Going deep down, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Brown, off play action. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Looking to throw. Brown. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw. Brown. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Brown. Flush to his right. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Let's go.
The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. This is Love. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the carry, it's Love. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
Down. 70. Indy. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On first down, here's Love. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Lawrence. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll come on to kick this one away. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. 30, 10, touchdown! Stephon Diggs, 79 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. From the gun, Lawrence. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will score. It's a touchdown. Now for the point after. He's got it, and the lead stretches to 35-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Here we go. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. I'm going to come back to you. Check.
Brown now on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to...
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Bryce Love with his third touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Short boot, taking it to 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Brown operating from the gun. Catch made here by Campbell. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Brown looking for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because
And he's into the clear. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Bryce Love, 75 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. He's going to let this go end zone for Hilton. And it's caught. Touchdown. T.Y. Hilton. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Second and 10. At the 12-yard line.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And this thing is blown up defensively. They will not get a throw-off on the trick play, and that'll go down as a sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
36.
On second down, it's Love. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the third quarter.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Lawrence. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he's on here to punt it away. And this one will be down by a member of the kicking team at about the 40-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Here's Brown, throwing on first down. Going deep downfield for Ross. This is caught inside the 15. And they rattle off a big one, 49 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Brown from the gun, he'll throw. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of...
And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be? A big seam, and he might go all the way. Past the 20. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Bryce Love, an 80-yard touchdown. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Looking deep for Hilton. He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Brown. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Throwing again. Brown. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Toward the pylon, caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins. Mike 52. All day, baby. All day.
Brown now, operating from the gun. And his pass is enters, and I do believe this is going to line up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play.
Ready.
Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll start the drive with Love here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Love. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They come up short here on 4th down. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Switch up, switch up.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Brown going to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now it's Henderson looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They run once more with Henderson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It's taken to the 26. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. Meanwhile, in Foxborough, they're in the 4th quarter. The Patriots, they've widened their lead even further. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 3. Escaping the pressure right. And the catch made by Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. On 1st and 10, Brown. He's going to let it fly. And it's caught. Touchdown. Eric Ebron. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Meanwhile here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. Now that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
Down.